Hi, if you've been to my channel before, you know that I have a company with two of my friends, Christian and Jan Morten. Now, both Christian and Jan Morten have been on some of my earlier videos, and if you haven't seen those videos, please go check them out when you're done watching this video. Anyways, last week we had a client work. We were going to shoot a car commercial for a local car dealership. And on this job, it would have been nice to have a gimbal to get those smooth, silky shots. Now, unfortunately, none of us had a gimbal at that time. Now, on this job, we used different kind of cameras and different kind of drones. I used my Canon M6 Mark II. Jan Morten used his Canon EOS R. I used my DJI Mavic Air 2, and he used his Phantom 4, I think it is, he has. And for the filming with the Canon M6 Mark II and the EOS R, it would have been nice to have a stabilizer or a gimbal because none of those cameras has IBIS in the camera. Both cameras have digital image stabilization, but that kind of, or most often, looks warpy if you use it when you're moving your camera. So we did handheld shots with both cameras, and I think it kind of actually turned out quite good. So I'm gonna show you this commercial right now. So, what do you think? Do you think it turned out okay? I think it turned out quite nice actually, because like I said, for those close-up shots and the footage from the Canon M6 Mark II and the Canon EOS R, we only did handheld shots. And yeah, it looked okay. But if we had a gimbal on this shoot, it would have been much easier and we didn't have to take all those takes. And today I have a package right here, because by the title of this video you already know that I am going to talk about the Zhiyun Weebill S, and that's the gimbal that I have in this package. So this video is an unboxing and first impressions of the Zhuyun Weebill S with the Canon EOS M6 Mark II. So intro is coming. So let's do the unboxing. Some scissors. Now, what was really nice about this buy is that with the Zhiyun Weebill S, I also got this for free. Now, this is Zhiyun's Trans-Mount Image Transmission Transmitter. What this does is that I can connect my camera to this transmitter, and this transmitter sends the image wirelessly to my phone or iPad or whatever kind of screen I have. And as I understand, this can send the image to several different screens at the same time. So we can have, on a client shoots, I can have different kind of people, even the client can have his own screen and he can see what we are filming. So I think this is going to come really in handy, but we will have to try it out when we get the chance. So if you want to see that video, click that subscribe button and click that bell notification too, and make sure you click on all notifications. Then you will get a notification next time I upload a video, and my next video will probably be my testing of this Weebill S. So stay tuned for that. So let's try and open this up, shall we? Now, this is not a pro package, this is the standard package because I didn't have all the money for the pro package. So maybe if some of you Zhiyun guys watch this video, maybe you will send something for me for free. Send all the things that I'm missing from the pro package because now I have the transmitter. So yeah, that would be really nice. What's in the box is the gimbal. What I do like about the Zhiyun Weebill S, I did think about, was I going to buy the Zhiyun Weebill S or was I going to buy the DJI Ronin SC? The reason I ended up with the Zhiyun Weebill S is because of this. This is where the batteries go. And what's nice about this is underneath you can put this tripod and you can place the Zhiyun Weebill S like this. So what's nice about this gimbal is that you can take this off and you can place this on the side, on the end here. Then you can hold the gimbal like this and you can film down to the ground. So I've not tried this yet, so I don't know if it is worth it, but this is the reason alone that I got this instead of the DJI Ronin SC. My plan is, or what I'm thinking with this, is that I'm mostly going to use my Sigma 18-35 1.8 lens with this gimbal. I made a video about that lens, so if you haven't seen that, watch it right here after this video. The Sigma 18-35, what's really nice about that lens is that it has an internal zoom. So the lens doesn't extend when it zooms all the way up to 35 millimeters. So the weight of the lens doesn't change, or the balancing point of the lens doesn't change. So you will always have a stabilized gimbal even though you zoom in or out with that lens. Now, what I have seen in reviews of this gimbal is that even though the lens doesn't have an internal zoom, this gimbal is probably strong enough to handle the shifting of the weight. But Sigma 18-35, that's a really good lens, and I think I'm mostly going to be using that lens with this gimbal, but we will have to see. So now I will see how easy it is to stabilize the gimbal with the Canon M6 Mark II and the Sigma 18-35 that I'm filming on right now. As you might see, this image looks a little bit different than it did in the beginning. That's because I had to take down my camera that I was shooting on a minute ago, my Canon M6 Mark II with the Sigma 18-35. And now I'm shooting on my, I was about to say my Canon M50, but if you watched my latest video, you know I already sold that camera. So right now I'm shooting on my Samsung Galaxy S10e. And yeah, I hope the image is okay. So let's try and turn this thing on and see what happens. Well, it's not shaking and that's good. So well, I guess I made it. This looks kind of good. So let's try this. Turn this on this side, because this is the reason that I got this in the first place, so I can hold it like this and tilt down. Look at that. I mean, this is going to be so good. Yeah, it took me half an hour to balance it, figure it out. I haven't used a gimbal before, so balancing a gimbal is not something that I have muscle memory on, so it took me half an hour to get this done, but I think I actually made it. Look at this. I mean, this looks really good. Yeah. for now, I'm really happy. So yeah, if you want to see how this gimbal works in action, my plan is tomorrow to go out and shoot a video with a friend of mine. So I'm planning on using this for that shoot. So if you want to see that video next week, hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell to get a notification when I post that video. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and yeah, maybe I will see you in another video. Bye.